Hello, welcome back. My name's Andrea, if you haven't practiced with me before, and I'm going to take you through a short stretch and release yoga sequence. We are going to get started right away, so you can begin at the back of your mat, sitting on your heels. Let's start to bring the knees wide, the big toes to touch. Try to lengthen through the spine, draw the belly in towards the spine here and drop the shoulders. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, reach the arms wide. And as you exhale, walk the fingertips forward, slowly finding a child's pose with the extended arms. Relax the forehead into the ground. Try to breathe into the sides of the body here, deep into the rib cage. Lengthen through the spine, send the seat to the heels. Take about 2 more deep breaths in and out. Try to focus on breathing in and out the nose. 1 last deep breath in here. Nice long cleansing exhale. Good. Gently pick up the forehead, walk the fingertips over to the left side of the mat. You can spill the palm over the mat, and you can even stack the right palm on top of the left, and then relax the forehead down. Again, think about sending the seat towards the heels, breathing directly into the right rib cage here for 1, for 2, for 3. Beautiful. When you're ready, unstack the right palm. Start to walk the fingertips over to the right side. Right palm spills over the mat. Stack the left palm on top if that's available to you. And then start to relax the forehead down. Breathing into the left side of the body here for 1. For 2, for 3, deep breath in, a long breath out. Slowly pick up the forehead, walk the palms back to center, release the forehead down for a moment, breathe into the back body. Take a long exhale. As you inhale, round through the spine, lift the sit bones off the heels and come to a tabletop. Press into the palms to lift the knees, placing them underneath the hip points. Tops of the feet pressing into the ground. Moving through some spinal flexion and extension, bring your spine to neutral to begin with. As you inhale, dip the belly, open the heart, point the tailbone up towards the sky. As you exhale, press into the palms, round through the spine, tuck the chin in, breathe in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, dip the belly, open the heart, maybe gaze up. As you exhale, round through the spine, enjoy the sensation along the spinal cords. Keep moving. Find 2 more rounds following your breath. Last round of cat-cow. Beautiful. Gently bring yourself back to that neutral spine and start to find some barrel rolls. So sending the seat back, rounding through the spine to come forward, dipping the belly, sending the seat back, rounding through the spine to come forward. Moving in any intuitive way that feels good here. Just removing any stagnant energy. If you find that you're moving in one certain direction, pause and then start to make barrel rolls to the opposite direction. So moving and circling the body in the opposite direction, just getting all those stiff and sticky areas out, creating some space within the body. Finding one more round here. And slowly bring yourself back to neutral. We're going to bring the knees wide again, the big toes to touch. Plant the right palm in the center in front of you. Inhale, sweep the left fingertips up. Breathe into the side of the body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, thread the left arm through. Tap the left shoulder down. And relax the left shoulder into the earth. Good. Breathe into that left shoulder. If you want to bind, you can reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling and then wrap the right fingertips towards the left hip crease. Pulling the right shoulder away from the right ear. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. If the bind isn't in your practice, don't worry about it. Keep focusing on your breath. Keep relaxing that left shoulder. 1 more deep breath in here. Nice long cleansing exhale. If you have the right arm binded, start to extend the right arm towards the ceiling. Place the right palm underneath the right shoulder, and you'll pick the left shoulder up and release the left palm. Good. Place the left palm to the center of the mat. Inhale, sweep the right fingertips up. Breathe into the side of the body. Taking a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, thread the right arm through. So draw the right arm through, tap the right shoulder gently onto the ground. Relax the right cheek towards the mat. Notice how this side feels. If a bind is in your practice or you want to explore testing it out, maybe you reach the left fingertips towards the ceiling, extending the arm, and then bend into the elbow, walk the left fingertips over to the right hip crease. Let them rest there. Pull the left shoulder away from the left ear and breathe. Getting really deep into those shoulders. Taking 1 more deep breath in. Nice cleansing breath out. Good. If you have the bind, release the left fingertips. Place the left palm underneath the left shoulder. Pick up the right shoulder and place both palms down into the mat. Press into the palms to lift the knees. Place them underneath the hip points. Curl the toes, and then come to walk the palms towards the body, sitting back onto the heels. Now, I know this is an intense stretch, especially into the soles of the feet. So if it's too much, you can always untuck the toes and press the tops of the feet into the ground. Otherwise, we're just going to stay here for a couple breaths. We're going to open up through the shoulders in order to distract ourselves, so we're just not focusing solely on that big stretch in the soles of the feet. Whenever you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend into the elbows, cactus the arms, draw the shoulder blades down the back, lift the sternum or the chest, gaze upwards if it's okay in the neck, and breathe. Breathing in for 1, for 2, for 3. Good. Gently release the arms by your sides. Press the fingertips in front of you. Untuck the toes. Maybe gently tap the tops of the feet into the ground just to release that deep stretch. And then you can come to sit back onto the heels. We're going to place the right palm behind us. And then as you inhale, think about lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, reaching the left arm back, finding a half camel, breathing into the full body. Breathe into the front. Notice the front muscles stretching. As you exhale, start to round through the spine. Reach the left fingertips forward. Release the seat onto the heels. Reach the left fingertips all the way to the back left corner. Once the palm is there, you'll inhale, pick up the hips, sweep them forward, and reach the right fingertips towards the back. Half camel on the opposite side. Keep pushing the hips forward and think about opening through your upper back. So you're really dropping the shoulders, opening through the front of the body. Good. So you're not just focusing on the lower back. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, round through the spine, reach the right fingertips forward all the way to the top of the mat and then all the way to the back right corner. Once the palm lands, inhale, sweep the hips up, reach the left fingertips forward. Good. Taking one more deep breath in here. As you exhale, round forward again, reach the left fingertips forward, sliding them along the mat, placing the left palm behind you. This is the last round. As you inhale, pick up the hips, sweep them towards the ceiling and reach the right fingertips forward. Take one more deep breath in here and a nice long breath out. Gently start to reach the right fingertips forward, rounding through the spine and coming to sit back on the heels. We're going to come into our rabbit pose. So we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, pull the knuckles down, open through the shoulders. Take another sip of air in. As you exhale, start to melt the forehead towards the ground. Now you can stay here and just work on pulling the knuckles towards the back of the room, breathing into the top of the shoulders. If this feels okay in the body, you may want to roll slowly onto the crown of your head and then reach the knuckles up and over. Press into the tops of the feet so they act as anchors. And whatever variation you landed in, let's stay here for one. Breathe in. For two, deep breath in. For three, last deep breath. As you exhale, start to release the seat towards the heels. Send the knuckles towards the back. We're going to lift the forehead, keep the bind, pull the knuckles towards the earth. Lifting the shoulders, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Gently release the fingertips. You can shake the arms off. From here, start to walk the fingertips forward. Curl the toes. Lift the knees, send the seat up. Downward dog. Take a moment in your downward dog to notice the hamstrings. So notice how the legs feel. If they're super tight, you can start to pedal the dog. So lifting one heel up and the other down, alternating on your exhale. You want to press fully into the palms. The elbow creases are shining towards each other, spreading through the fingers. Notice if the sides of the body feel a little bit tense. If you want to open up the sides, you can tap the heels towards the right, looking underneath the left armpit, breathing into the left side. Inhale, bring the heels back to center. As you exhale, relax the heels over to the left side, look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, come back to center. Find your regular downward dog. Feet are hip width apart. Heels are pressing towards the mat. Send the tailbone up high towards the sky. Lift the hips. Start to bend into that right knee and then bring the right foot in between the hands. Pivot the left sole of the foot onto the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Find your warrior two. Arms are extended out at shoulder height. Relax through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Nice cleansing breath out. As you inhale, start to straighten the front leg. Reach the arms up and over. Palms can touch. As you exhale, float the arms out at shoulder height, but keep the front leg extended. Inhale, reach the right fingertips forward as much as you can, and then release the right fingers onto the right shin, onto the ground, or even a block if you have a block at home. Stack the shoulders, start to pivot the chest open. So imagine if there's think if there's an imaginary wall behind that left shoulder, you're pressing that left shoulder into the wall, stacking the shoulders, opening the chest. gazing towards the left fingertips for 1. Keep softly breathing in and out for 2. For 3. Beautiful. Gently release the left palm towards the back thigh, lifting the right fingertips and reaching the right fingertips up and over. Think about making a straight line from the right toes to the right fingers and breathing into the right side. Take a deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Slowly bend into that front knee. Find your warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands to the top. Pivot on the left foot and tap that knee down. Heel toe that right foot all the way over to the edge of the mat. And you're in your lizard pose, getting a deep stretch into the hips. Maybe you stay onto the palms, or maybe you bend into the elbows, coming down onto the forearms. Here, just close the eyes. Send your breath towards the hips. Try to slow down your inhales and exhales here, relaxing the nervous system. Finding about 1 more deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Slowly, if you're down onto the elbows, press into the palms again. Lift yourself up. Heel toe that right foot back to center. Curl the back toes, lift the back knee, slide the right foot back, find your high plank. Either choose to push back to downward dog or flow. If you want to flow, inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, bend into the elbows, lower to the belly. Inhale for up dog. Press into the tops of the feet, dip the hips, open the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl over the toes. Send the seat back, downward dog. Take a moment. Find the natural rhythm of breath here. Whenever you're ready, bend into that left knee, step the left foot forward, pivot the right sole of the foot onto the mat. As you inhale, cartwheel the hands up, extending the arms out at shoulder height. Engage with the pelvic floor, so draw the pelvic floor up and in. Good. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, extend the front leg, palms can touch. As you exhale, extend the arms back out to shoulder height. Inhale, reach the left fingertips forward as much as you can, and then release that left palm onto the left shin, onto the ground or a block. Once you're here, notice if you're rounding forward. Use the torso to twist and pivot the chest open, stacking the shoulders, gazing towards the right fingertips, breathing in for 1. For 2, soften through the jaw. For 3, deep breath in. Long breath out. As you inhale, reach the right fingertips towards the back thigh, lifting the left fingertips, reaching the left fingertips up and over, making a long line from the left toes to the left fingers. Take a deep breath into the left rib cage. Beautiful. Gently pick up that right palm, bend into the front knee, find your warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands to the top, pivot on the back foot, tap the knee down. Start to heel toe this left foot over to the edge, finding your lizard lunge. Press both palms into the ground. Notice how this side of the hip feels. You may want to stay up on the palms on this side. Depends, each side is different. Compare the left and right. Work within your range. If you want, you can come down onto the elbows. You can interlace the fingers or press the palms together. Close down the eyes. Let's take 3 soft breaths in and out. Really try to slow the breath down here. Taking one last breath in. Nice long breath out. Gently press into one palm and then the other. Lift yourself up if you're down on the elbows. Heel toe this left foot back to center. Curl the back toes, lift the back knee, slide the left foot back, choose. Move back into downward dog or flow. If you're flowing, inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, bend into the elbows, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, find cobra or up dog. If you're in up dog, lift the kneecaps, dip the hips down, open the heart, breathe into the chest. As you exhale, curl over the toes, send the seat back, downward dog. Good. Let's take one last pose before we settle down into stillness. Walk the palms towards the body. Press the right palm to the center of the mat. Reach the left palm for the back of the right ankle and twist in your downward dog. Look underneath the right armpit. Think about pulling the right hip crease away from the right armpit. Take a deep breath in. Nice long cleansing exhale. Beautiful. Replace the left palm to the center of the mat and reach the right palm for the back of the left ankle. Start to gaze underneath the left armpit. Pull the left hip away from the left armpit. Take a deep breath in. And a long cleansing exhale. Beautiful. Gently press both palms into the ground. Walk your palms forward a bit to find your regular downward dog and tap the knees to the ground. Come to sit back on the heels. If sitting on the heels is uncomfortable, find a cross-legged position. Start to close down the eyes if they're not closed already. I'm going to invite you to open the palms face up over the thighs, or if you're in a cross-legged position, over the knees. Just start to settle into stillness here. So if you need to get rid of any fidgeting, go ahead and do that. Once you're ready to be still, start to focus on your breath. Maybe notice how your breath has changed from start of practice to the end. Allow this sense of calmness and inner peace to take over the body. All you have to do is just be. All you have to do is just breathe. If you have the luxury to stay for a couple more moments of meditation, I highly recommend that. You can pause the video if that's the case. Otherwise, if you would like to close the practice with me, let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms will touch. Exhale, bring the palms through to your heart. Press the thumbs against the sternum, your chest close by to the heart. Let's take a deep breath in. Nice exhale from the mouth. Bowing together to close the practice. Namaste. Take your time to come out of the practice. I'm so grateful that you joined me, and I hope that allowed you to release a little bit of tension and stretch those muscles if you've been sitting for a lot of the day or haven't been able to get around to do it. This is also a great video if you're doing a lot of office work or if you are remaining in one position for a long time. This is a great video to use. Very quick and easy. All right, I'll see you next video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.